Hey there! Today's video is about poetry and the importance of poetry in our world. And actually, when I think about poetry, two things pops into my mind. Two things that connect all of us. One, the experiences of life throwing us off balance. And two, the need to communicate these experiences. And actually, one of the things that teaching poetry has taught me over the years is that not only are we all linked by these experiences, but that we can all explore them in poetry. To move, to console, to inspire, and to gain from this sort of poetic exploration. These experiences actually range from love to loss, joy, and pain. And if you think about it, in a way, we are similar to poets. We use language to make comparison, to sound good. We use imagery, metaphor, music. We use language that represents sensory experiences and language that stimulates the senses of the reader. I always remember pieces of poetry throughout the day, actually, line such as the worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt, which is such a genuine line I always tell my students about. Or Sylvia Plath when she once said, "Kiss me and you'll see how important I am." It is such a beautiful arranging of words. Or William Shakespeare when he once said, "Oh, beware of jealousy. It's the green-eyed monster which does mock the meat it feeds on." Or his sonnets when he once said, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate." So all my life, whenever we need poetry, we find it. We find poetry on labor, work, love, death, mourning, suffering, diaspora, and difference. So teaching, promoting, and helping people love poetry is a sort of a getaway from this sort of faulty language of everyday usage, get away from noisy and quick, rapid world around us. Because after all, poetry evokes a concentrated imaginative awareness of experience or a specific emotional response through chosen language that is arranged in a specific manner. And in this way, poetry can have a positive impact on the social and emotional learning. And it also helps us understand and appreciate the world around us. And when I think of poetry, I believe it reminds us that words can be so beautiful and that there is no shame in the art and the act of expression. So, finally, let's finish with some lines by Robert Graves in a poem called "Counting the Beats." Let's listen to it together.
Counting the beats, counting the slow heartbeats, the bleeding to death of time in slow heartbeats, wakeful we lie. Cloudless day and night, and another cloudless day. Yet a huge cloud will burst upon their heads one day, and on that day lockdown will end. Not there, but here. Only here, as we are here, together,